Hey guys, and welcome back to the Sports Pitch Podcast. Today is the round 27 preview. If you've been watching our past videos, you'd notice that me and Ali kept saying we're reaching the tip of the iceberg. So we're finally there.
This is the tip of the iceberg.
We're at the tip of the iceberg, and it is a big round. There's a lot of ins and a lot of outs. It's a weird round. Everyone's resting people, and it's all over the place. So you'll get all the information here on the Sports Pitch Podcast.
That is correct.
Yeah. How are you today, Khalid?
Yeah, I'm all right. Ready to go.
Ready to go?
Bill?
Oh, you're sweating there, mate.
No.
How do you feel? It's your second episode in.
Feeling much better.
Yeah?
It was very, very nerve-wracking, first episode.
It is, It's weird to just
But
talk
now
in
I'm
front of
chill, feeling good, seeing a beautiful sign in front of me.
everyone. Beautiful.
It's all about having fun, Carlos. If you have fun, it'll go.
You know, if you just relax and just talk like you usually do, because, you know, you talk like you've swallowed a radio.
No, he's not lying.
You'll be fine.
I don't know why I'm here, bro.
What do you mean you don't know why you're here? We're paying you the big bucks to be here.
Oh, yeah, that's right, that's right.
You have more chewy?
You want mine? Really? No, you won't.
From a girl?
You want to
He
do
won't,
it?
he
That's
won't,
half.
he won't,
Sorry,
he
bro.
won't do it.
Oh, not for the people. I went.
Not in front of people?
See?
Okay, behind the scenes, we'll get you the footy.
Hey, Snapchat $3.99.
We'll kick us off. Oh, Billy, how are you? Sorry. I
asked him.
apologize, but he didn't ask me, so I've got to ask him.
I am very tired.
Very tired? You did just come back from work?
Yeah, these are work times. They don't keep. I can't keep up with them.
Don't break the fourth wall, bro.
Every-
What
Don't break what?
the 4-4.
What the hell's the fourth wall?
I watch too much WWE. All good guys.
If it's not obvious, which it won't be, it's freaking 10:30 at night right now, and Billy's on a rough schedule. So the things we do for you guys just to get this video out.
But in saying that, I'm okay. I'm healthy and I'm living.
Yeah.
How about you, mate?
I am healthy and I'm living.
That's
now,
it.
Khalid did bring up wrestling, so we'll touch on a bit of Bray Wyatt while we're here.
Oh, yeah.
Poor guy. Yeah.
He is a wrestling legend, and he did pass away very young, 36 years old,
That's really young.
or 31, I don't know.
That's
One
so
of the two.
sad. That's actually sad.
It is. It came out of nowhere. I don't know if he had a sickness or not, but it did come out of nowhere. So our condolences
Yeah, I've
do
seen a
go
few
out
things on
to his family.
TikTok where people are finding out for the first time that we're live and stuff.
Yeah, I think it was Booker T. I seen.
Yeah, that
something
was
like
one
that.
of them. Pretty upsetting, man. It's actually
They were live.
they were live, like doing
It
streams
was,
and stuff,
it was like live streaming.
and then they get the news. Everyone's getting it one by one, and they're like, "Oh,
No, if you've been watching the way I have, like full-time, he's one of the, honestly, mad best characters out there.
He is. He played a very good role in what he done with the
Especially
White
when he
family.
came back as a White family. It
yeah, the
was-
wife family was not normal." They used to scare shit out of me.
So again, our condolences do
Big
go out
heads
to
and
his
all that,
family.
yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
And we'll get into the sport because that's what we're all here for. This week, the week starts off on a Thursday night, Brisbane Broncos versus Melbourne Storm. There is a lot of people rested for this game. So Reece Walsh, Herbie Farnworth, Selwyn Cobbo, Ezra Mam, Billy Walters, Payne Haas and Kurt Capewell all rested. Tony Staggs is out due to suspension. Adam Reynolds still out with Patrick Carrigan due to injuries. Adam Reynolds his calf and Patrick Carrigan his foot. Patrick Carrigan's foot. Okay, and there is
I said it was his fault.
Me?
I said it was his fault.
Yeah.
So thank me.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you.
there is two debutants this week. Josh Rogers at 5'8" and Blake Moser is the bench hooker. So
Rogers?
Josh Rogers.
No, I was a joke.
I put money that he's related to Matt Rogers.
100%.
Tyson Smoothie does get promoted to
Who?
the starting hooker. Tyson Smoothie is the starting hooker.
Gun hooker.
And Tristan Saylor, Deloise Hota, and Jordan Pereira get called back into the side.
Not bad.
Now, Melbourne side, also a lot of people rested. Nick Meaney, Marion Seve, Xavier Coates, Cameron Munster, Christian Welsh, Asafa Salamona, Kama Kamitha, Tom Eisenhuth, and Tom Loiro.
Tom Leroy.
Is that his name?
Leroy.
And Harry Grant and Jerome Hughes are injured. Harry Grant with the shoulder and Jerome Hughes with the knee.
So did you say Munster as well?
Yeah, Munster's rested.
No,
as well.
everyone's
So how did this game went from a blockbuster to one of the shittest games?
Yeah, literally everyone's out.
Reserve grade.
Now, but in this game as well, Ryan Pappenhausen did get named to start at fullback.
That's the only reason why I got them winning.
Justin Olam has been recalled back as well.
Into the side?
Yeah, into the side, he's starting. And Jaden Nikarima and Tyron Wishart will take over in the halves. And some Soaluva Failogo to make his debut off the bench.
Just give it a Storms.
See, I feel like Storm have the better team here,
Yeah,
especially if Pappenhausen at the back.
yeah.
And I feel like Broncos are about to give up a minor premiership And I know we love the Warriors,
Yeah.
but a game against the Warriors in the first semi-final.
I was gonna say that they are risking the money
lot.
premiership. I
They're
don't
big.
like. I understand Melbourne resting their players because they're staying where
They're
they
fourth,
are.
that's it,
They're staying where
whatever.
they are. But Brisbane not playing for the minor premiership. I know it's not a big deal. They rest their players for the first week, but wouldn't you rather finish the season on top?
I was hearing Gus talk today. Apparently, it's $100,000 payout.
To win the minor premiership?
Yeah, something like
One,
that.
$100,000.
Something like
If I'm correct, that's between the whole team. How does that work?
It goes to the club.
club.
It goes to the club.
$100,000.
Yeah.
And Gus was going off like $100,000. Should be $1 million. We're in 2023. Should be $1 million.
What million? Our sport doesn't even freaking generate $1 million.
Nah, sure, it does. It does.
Obviously it does.
Of
Of course it
But
does.
$100,000, what's that?
It's nothing, but it goes. That's
it's
$100,000
peanuts.
towards the player. You know what I mean?
In hearing Gus say that, I was like, it doesn't
That's
really matter.
$100,000 that Penrith, if they win the minor premiership, can put towards keeping Luai or Edwards, the players that they're in risk of losing.
Yeah.
Who do you have for this game?
Storms, just based off names.
Yeah,
Broncos do have Flagler,
yeah,
Pericora. They have a few names. I think Walters is playing.
yeah. Tristan Saylor at fullback.
They have a bit of experience, but I don't know, man. Straight up, this is a
Broncos
football
have
game.
lost their main attackers, all the main attackers. Whereas Melbourne have a few
Josh
still there.
King.
Well, not really. They've got
Now
everyone
they've got
out,
Josh King. They've got Katalian. So you got some.
Yeah, you got some
heavy hitters.
decent players.
and they do have
I'll give it
Olam.
to
Olam's
Storms.
And
a heavy hitter too, man.
I'll
Got
give
a
it
puppy at
Storms.
the back, bro. It's
And Pappy's in there. Yeah.
Who are you giving it to?
I'm giving Melbourne.
Melbourne. I'm gonna go left field and say Brisbane here
Why?
because I don't know. I just don't see Melbourne winning this game.
It can go either way. They're both resting too many
All the
players.
big names are out for both sides, so it's literally the rookies battling each other. It can go either way.
That's
Can.
right.
So you got Melbourne, and Broncos. The next game is the first game on the Friday night, the Sea Eagles versus the West Tigers. No one really cares for. But Manly do have just one change. Dean Madison on the bench replacing Kelma Tuolagi. Gerbo plays his 200th game. So,
Congrats to him.
yeah.
So
Whatever.
Manly will win for him.
The Tigers have Alex Twal back from sickness and Jaden Simpkin back from a head knock. Kamana and Bateman have been ruled out. Api Coruscant goes back to playing the halfback with Will Smith dropped to the bench, or to the 18th man, really. And Josh Felady makes his debut in the centre position, replacing Asi Kapoa. And Kit Laulili gets his debut off the bench.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a dead rubber game.
Like, it's an absolute dog shit of a game.
It's a dead rubber game.
But the only people that are going to watch this game are super coach people.
Those
That's
are
really-
Not
people.
even.
Those are people playing
Well,
for.
They have the players in there.
Yeah.
You're
All the
watching.
players missing from Broncos and Storms. Who's watching that one?
Well, speaking about
Like, who really
speaking about
cares?
Supercoach, all the big hitters are out. Is anyone going to field the team for Supercoach this week?
Basically, if you have no trade, you're done.
Yeah, no.
Could be easy 1K though for someone.
Yeah, it could be because I might,
Yeah, we should try sniping.
I
bro.
might
You
throw
can
some
snipe.
plays in
We
there.
can snipe shit.
Exactly. Yeah.
Who do you have for this game?
One thing to add: Schuster's still not back in the team.
No, he's not back in the team. He is
Why is
named.
he
He's
gone?
named in the reserves.
Reserves.
I-
but he's
I-
not. He won't make it.
No, no
But
way.
they
Well, the way they played last week, would you put him back in the team?
No, I wouldn't.
Like,
Even though
the week before.
Bulldogs made them look good.
The week before.
The Bulldogs make everyone
No,
look
but I'm
good.
saying for last week, the Bulldogs made the Manly look good.
Oh yeah. No, definitely.
Yeah,
Don't
you
need
don't-
him.
you don't put him in
Definitely,
that team.
definitely.
I've got something to add after this about the Bulldogs because it's
If
just
you're talking
it's,
shit about the Bulldogs, just go as long as you want, bro.
It's not talking shit. It's they're actually going downhill. Apparently, a player has walked out of the club. Walked out on the club today.
I didn't hear that.
I heard about it.
Yes.
It hasn't come
Oh
out.
no. I know who you're talking about.
Who?
Thompson.
No, he's going to the
No,
Roosters.
he wants to come to the Roosters.
That's what I was gonna bring up. Yeah. Okay. So he's know about it.
Yeah. So you got who do you have for this game? Who do you have for this game?
I want to go just mainly for Cherry Evans.
Cherry Evans has been absolute phenomenal.
Respect for him. That's all.
I think Manly win this game.
Yeah, I'll go Manly as well because it's just the Tigers.
Yes, there's no. They've lost their best forward.
Did
as
you say
well.
Appy's not playing?
Appy's playing at
Halfback.
halfback.
He's
He's
more
playing at
than
halfback. Oh, he's pretty good at halfback.
Nah, he's more dangerous at hooker. Way
Of
more
course
dangerous.
he- like,
So,
of course, that's
yeah,
his-
But
that's
they-
why I'm saying like Tigers.
They need
Yeah,
someone
no.
to lead the team.
I've
around
got
that.
just Cherry Evans gonna
There's
win.
no one to even lead in this team.
Not
bro.
even mainly. Cherry Evans gonna win.
The next game on Friday night is the blockbuster we were waiting for. The Roosters versus the Rabbitohs. The Bunnies do have Isaac Thompson replacing Tane Milne on the wing. Not a big loss. Tane Milne's average. Michael Chaycam replaces Jacob Host, which is also not a big deal. Because Jacob Host, anyone can do his job. The biggest thing out of this game is Latrell Mitchell is replaced by Blake Taaffe due to suspension, sorry. You're loving that. For the Roosters, James Tedesco is back after a head knock. Joseph Manu has been named, despite his hamstring from last week. He didn't even finish the game. Jared Waerea-Hargreaves did fight judiciary today, and he lost, and he copped 7 weeks.
Extra week.
Yeah, he copped an extra week for fighting it. Fletcher Baker will start in the front row, and Angus Gordon is on the bench.
I can't stand Fletcher Baker, bro.
So, big in James Tedesco. Manu, if he's fit, beautiful. Do you feel like Latrell is a big loss?
Well,
Because he hasn't been playing, and Blake Taaffe, when they were there, he was playing better. When he was there, was playing better than Latrell.
Taaffe isn't. He's a good shout, I reckon.
He is a good shout.
He is a good shout.
Is he a good shout because he's your recruit next year?
Bit of biasness there, but no, honestly, I think Taaffe is a pretty good shout for the Rabbitohs at the moment.
Yeah.
If only they could put Mitchell in the centres, that would have been perfect.
Mitchell,
Just for this game.
not even just for this game. Mitchell is too unfit to be a fullback right now. Period.
Very good fullback,
He is on his day when
but not made for fullback.
when he's fit.
Clearly, you can
Fullback for
tell.
10 minutes, cuz. That's all he
You're
has.
either
in him.
built for a position or you got to work hard for it, and he's not working hard for it.
No, so he's not. He doesn't deserve
So
it.
just like Schuster, if you're not working hard for it, get back to your other position. If you don't like it, get out of the team.
Well, apparently one of the rugby league greats came out and said Latrell Mitchell is disgracing that number 1 jersey.
Yeah, that was Rod. Do you guys know his name?
Roth
Rod-
something.
After Rothfield.
Is it Roth or Rod? Something like that.
Rod
wasn't it?
Churchill. So it's
Yeah, that's his name.
yeah. So it's the son of
Clive.
Clive Churchill.
Yep.
Yeah,
But
the Roosters should win this game, but
How do you feel about it?
it's a rivalry, bro. Do you
It
know
is a
if the Bunnies were the team coming 16th, this rivalry will make them look like they're coming first.
100%.
That's what it is.
It's the big.
Roosters, right? They always seem to do that for some reason.
It's no.
Yeah,
that's the biggest rivalry in the sport.
The Roosters buckle with rivalries. I don't know
It's the
why.
biggest rivalry in the sport,
Of course.
but the origin. But that's on a different arena. In the normal league, in the normal competition, Roosters versus Rabbitohs is always a peak of a game, and it's not going to be any different. Even with Latrell out, I feel like Taaffe will step up. Elias is probably going to have a cracker game.
Elias.
Yeah,
Nah.
watch. It's
do
a rivalry
watch?
thing. It's a rivalry thing.
But even the last time we were there, he does nothing.
No, I just think no matter what happens, Taaffe does have a good game. I don't know, but
he's
yes,
safe.
that's a very.
Yeah, Elias is not.
Yeah, well, what happened last time?
He's
I
not the
called
worst.
a left field in Origin when I said Bradman Best was going to score a hat trick.
Don't
They
compare
got to try
Senna
taking
to
off
that
him.
dog shit halfback.
Yeah, but when you're trying to take, he's ready now to take full control of the team.
Yeah.
Besides Cody Walker, without Latrell there, that's big pressure.
It is
Look,
big
if
pressure.
Rabbitohs win, it's not Elias, it's Cody Walker.
What do you mean if Rabbitohs? They shouldn't win. I feel like
No,
this
they
is a
What do you
long
mean they
shot.
shouldn't win?
They shouldn't win.
It's a long shot.
They lost one player.
They shouldn't win, and I feel
I
like
just
Sam
feel like
Walker
Roosters
will
are
come
so
out.
in form right now, and with Sam Walker
But
back in
yeah,
that team,
But this rivalry, let me remind you, this rivalry, it reminds you of a semi-final. You lose form, you lose everything. This is the big game.
Sam Walker's going to come out and have an absolute blinder.
Look, we should win, but we have a thing against Rabbitohs where we love inviting him into the game and making it interesting. So
That is true. Did you sign Jared on another year next year?
yeah.
So how do you feel about him being out for 7 weeks?
So
Or 7 games, really?
no, if we make semis, it counts.
Yeah, of course.
And then his international games this year count.
And the Vegas game.
And he loses the Vegas game.
Yeah, he does.
But
lose
after
the-
that, he's back.
100% he loses the
so
Vegas game.
we're out for 2 weeks next.
He'll be out for 2 weeks, 3 weeks next week.
Nah,
If
he's-
you
If
guys
we make
want to,
semis. So.
which I think is will. I
Yeah,
think it's
I
very
agree.
It's
I
highly
agree.
likely.
But I'm going to say, like, if whoever makes semis out of these two will be tough next year. Because after this game, I reckon there's going to be a lot of broken players.
Yeah, 100%. Who do you have for this game?
I got Roosters
I'll go Roosters as well.
comfortably.
Roosters should win.
100%.
Hope.
Which leads us into Saturday afternoon, which is the Dolphins versus the Warriors. The Dolphins have fuck me, what's going on?
Marshall King.
No, Jesse
Bromwich.
Bromwich returning,
Bromwich.
pushing Jared Wallace to the bench. Josh Kerr is suspended, so he's replaced by Max Plath. Never heard of him. And the Waz, up the Waz, baby, have rested Nickel Klokstad, Dallin Wateni-Zelesniak, and Sean Johnson. They're replaced by Taini Tuapiki, Ed Kozzi, and Ronald Volkman. Tamare Martin returns to the 5'8 position after
That's
being
hectic.
out
Yeah,
for a
he
very
is
long
good.
time.
I like him. He's good.
Replacing Luke Metcalf, which is out with a hamstring injury. Wade Egan also replaced by Freddie Lussick. Mitch Barnett does return. We've been talking about him. He's been a star there. He replaces Fanua Blake at prop. And Tohu Harris is out with a back injury, replaced by Dylan Walker at lock.
You know, I can't name a team on Supercoach. Every single, just the players we've gone by for the last 3 games,
Yeah.
I've got no one.
That's the
You got
majority
no
of the
trades?
team.
Huh?
No trades?
No, because I'm telling you, I can't name a team.
Yeah.
A team.
Yeah. Oh, even with all these players out,
That's
Dolphins have no shot. I feel like.
Why is that?
Tamari Martin, absolute
Very good.
class.
Volkman, very good.
Mitch Barnett back. Is Volkman good?
Yeah, very good.
Well, the Warriors they're resting their backs,
Yeah.
but this year their forwards is what's been.
But they're
leading the
resting.
charge.
So Fanua Blake is out. Tohu Harris is
Oh
out.
yeah, I know.
Oh, the rest of Fanua Blake.
Yeah, I didn't hear that.
You
too.
didn't hear, you didn't
Mitch
mention
Barnett
that?
returns to replace Adam Fanua Blake at prop.
Oh, wow. So
I
they still got
hate-
just
I hate-
what's his name?
Tavanga.
Now these last rounds of
Tohu
shit,
Harris.
bro.
Yeah.
Mitch
No, Tohu
Barnett.
Harris is out with the back injury.
He's out too?
He's replaced by Dylan
Nah,
Walker. at lock.
Dolphins have to win this.
Yeah,
Not they have to, but I reckon
I see Dolphins winning this game.
yeah, I see Dolphins winning it.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be
Because Warriors are
close.
guaranteed top 4. They don't care.
It shouldn't be close.
But
it
they're
is.
missing
I
Josh
reckon it will.
Kerr, bro. He's a big hitter on that team.
Just from the heart of the wires, I reckon it'll be close, but
Yeah.
it shouldn't be close, I reckon.
no.
No, I think Dolphins will get it. Big.
Yeah.
Sarko have a big game.
I got Dolphins.
Fuck the Dolphins. I'm a wise man. The wise all the way, baby.
Wires, okay.
Yeah, well, you want to support the Wires, but what the fuck?
We don't tip against the wise on this channel.
I would be.
I honestly, I don't agree with this resting shit. I don't.
No.
Why?
Well,
Would you rather your team, full team, win a game before your semi-final?
well, that's the thing. I seen an article today. Players are calling for after round 27 or 26, whatever it may be,
A break?
have a week break.
That's stupid.
Better than resting players.
That's stupid.
You don't agree?
Teams make big decisions doing this shit.
Who's saying this? The players?
Yeah. Oh well.
I saw that
Yeah,
as well, yeah.
players apparently are calling for it.
Average player.
I'm
gets
telling you,
£400 grand.
I would rather name my full team round 27
Yeah.
and lead a charge into the semi-final.
You want to talk about complaints? Apparently, the Bulldogs players.
Are we on the Bulldogs team right now?
No, but we're talking about
then
complaints
why?
right now.
Why do you like to do this for?
You know what? I'll talk about it in a
Thank
minute.
you.
Because I have so much just to get off my chest. But I do love you as a human.
I know you do.
But your team decisions are just stupid. Queensland, you're dumb. Liverpool, disgusting.
Disgusting. Okay.
Bulldogs was barely. Anyway,
Liverpool. Greatest comeback of all time, by the way.
so you have Dolphins. I got Waz.
Dolphins, yeah.
Dolphins, yeah.
You're getting sacked next week. You're getting sacked next week. Sorry.
No, I want Wars to win, but we're trying to help the gamblers on that watch our show.
The
What
punters.
gamblers? Not me.
We don't condone gambling. How many times have we said it?
But Bill does.
Except for the Bulldog supporters, put your house on next year, 2024. Next game is the 5:30 game on Saturday. Panthers versus Cowboys. Panthers returns. Dylan Edwards, Taruva, Mitch Kenny, and Scott Sorensen.
They went hard out.
He's a hard cunt. Ivan
You have
Cleary.
to. You
Ivan
have
Cleary is the hardest cunt.
And that's what I'm saying. See, he's naming our full team. There you go.
Jack Cogger replaces
He's
Luai.
taking no L's, eh?
He can't. He wants that.
He's
he
right
wants that
now,
100 grand.
He's playing for the 100 grand and pride.
Yeah, badly. Jack Cogger replaces the injured Luai, which done his shoulder last week, as we all seen against Parramatta. Zach Hosking back to the bench. Isaac Targa has finally had made an appearance. He didn't get named in the team. He got named in the
He's not
reserves.
he's not playing.
But we finally know why. He's got a leg
Why?
injury.
A
Oh,
leg injury?
Yeah,
so
leg
now they
injury.
want to tell us.
Yeah, yeah.
Why wasn't it mentioned though before?
I don't know. He went MIA, completely missing, and now they just brought him back up.
Just a cover up? Maybe he got locked up for a few years.
Few years. Yeah, so this one also, you don't see. Who do you have actually? Oh, no. Cowboys are unchanged, by the way. Which,
Expected.
yeah, so they're missing Nanai and that from last week.
So I don't see Penrith losing twice.
No chance. I feel like Penrith's forwards got rolled over last week against Parramatta, and this week they're going to come out with a point to prove, and they're just going to steamroll the Cowboys.
I feel for the Cowboys, man. They were expecting a weaker Panthers,
Yeah.
more opportunities, weaker links. But man, they're going to cop the worst of the Panthers. Or the best of them, sorry.
Yeah. I agree.
Well,
Oh, my
Luai is a big loss. Cogger didn't do much last week. Hopefully he comes out and does something. I really don't want to see Penrith winning the minor premiership. I don't know about you, blokes.
of course.
It looks like it's wrapped up, though, right?
Yeah, it
After
does.
this
It
weekend.
does. It does.
That's
Oh,
if,
No, but look, like you said, you feel sorry for the Cowboys. Well, I think this is the perfect challenge before a semi-final.
bro, they're getting the best of them and
That's
a
what I'm
full
saying.
team and a pissed off
Just
Panthers.
imagine, but imagine they beat Penrith.
I'll tell you what happened.
That's what I'm saying.
Penrith
Imagine how
wanted
much
to rest
confidence they
players.
lose, though.
Penrith wanted to let rest players. But Uncle Nick went down west with a brown paper bag and he's like, Cleary,
Hey, we need this. We need this.
do this for us. We'll give you this. Slipped him the brown paper bag. He's like, yeah, fix it up for us.
It doesn't surprise me coming from that.
They helped you out a lot, man.
I'd rather be a scum team than a shit team, anyways.
Oh, I agree.
Driving this shit too.
Oh, here we go.
I was talking to you. Don't go that way.
But they are.
We play with heart.
Hey, Park.
There is passion, there is aggression, there's mindset in this fucking football club. I'm guessing all three of us have Penrith because there's no way Cowboys.
Well, I want Penrith to win, and I need
You
them
need them to win,
So.
and people that like the sport that want to see that rivalry also want Penrith to win.
I just think they're pissed off, and I got Panthers in this game.
100%. But do we see a pumping or just a close game?
I mean,
If they shut down Drinkwater, it's going to be pumping.
is Holmes playing?
Yeah. Oh no,
next week he's back.
He's back next week.
Semi-final.
He
What
missed
did
out the
he
rest
do?
of
Who
the
did he
season.
shoot? What
The
happened?
shoulder
The
charge.
shoulder charge. Yeah.
Not
the
on Moses,
head.
right?
No, not that one.
That was the first one. And then
The
second
week
one,
after.
Who did he hit? I
That
think it was
a-
Moses.
No. That was a clean. That was clean, by the way. I would never have penalised that.
I think it was Moses.
I think
No,
it
it
was
was
the,
the
re-
week
the
after.
head rebound.
It
It
was
was
the week
the
after.
whiplash thingy.
I'm pretty sure it was the week after.
Who do you
But there was
think
two
it
in a row anyway. There was two in a
There
row.
was
Whatever
two.
it was, why is he out for so? How long's he been out for? Seems like
Talking
a
about him,
month.
brother. Jared's got
5
fucking
weeks,
7
5 or
weeks.
6 weeks.
But Joe's Jared.
He's got that rapture, the scroll.
No, I got
Penrith.
Yeah, I got Panthers.
Okay, and then we move on to the 7:30 game on Saturday. Good day to be alive. The Dragons versus the Knights. I reckon. Well, we'll talk about this. Jack DeBellin returns from suspension. Matt Fianay returns to the wing because of injury. That is the worst thing that can happen to us. Besides that, it's an unchanged team. The Knights have rested Tyson Frizzell, Phoenix Crossland, and Dan Gagai. They're replaced by Brodie Jones, Enari Tuala, and Farmanu Brown. Riley Jones makes his debut off the bench, and Ponga has suffered a high-grade AC shoulder injury,
Oh shit!
which is he's replaced by Lachlan Miller.
And so, how long? They haven't said how long Ponga's out for.
They've just ruled him out for this week.
Hmm.
It's a high-grade AC shoulder injury, so it does sound like those words. You listen to those words, they sound pretty serious.
Just put a needle in his arm next week, then, man.
Yeah, well, that's the good thing about the shoulder. You jab that needle into it, it's fine.
I mean, if Con can do it, we all can, right?
Cronk, he won a premiership with it. So, who do you see winning this game?
Dragons, bro.
Do you?
Yeah.
Without Ponga?
Without Ponga, what do you mean without Ponga? Look at
Oh yeah, Frizzell,
It's their best players.
The next Cameron Smith,
Apparently,
Phoenix Crossland, and Dan Gagai.
Is Bradman Inglis playing?
Yeah, Badman Inglis is there, but
Apparently, eh?
Well,
Phoenix Smith is not there.
fit like Trey the monster, bro.
Okay.
Who do you have for this
I see
game?
Dragons.
Also, Zach Lomax is back.
I got Knights. I don't know. Dragons should win.
Don't talk to me about should or would. Who the fuck do you have to win?
Knights. Knights are going to win.
The Dragons should win. I got the Dragons.
Yeah,
Did you
Dragons.
name, what are the outs for Dragons?
There's no outs. Jack DeBellin's back from suspension.
Only ins, bro.
Which moves Michael Moeller to the bench and Max Figo.
I got Knights. I got
Matt
Knights.
Figo.
Move on.
Sorry, bro. Okay, we'll talk about this game then. First Sunday afternoon
Sharks
game.
versus Raiders.
Titans versus the Bulldogs. Spelling error.
Oh, who's in and who's out?
Fodawaker returns for the Titans,
Get up back.
pushing.
That bumped you.
Isaac Liu is out with a finger injury. TPJ has been dropped for the remainder of his NRL career, along with Harrison Edwards, replaced by Matt King at lock, Sam Hughes and Curtis Moran on the bench for the Dogs. Tfaddal, lead us into what
please.
you have to say.
Ignite us, please.
Ignite us.
I've got the Titans winning.
Okay, is that it? Is that
Fuck,
all you
you're
have to
a
say?
shit
Are you not
person.
happy about this TPJ situation?
And that is all I'm going to say because
What about the TPJ
why would I
situation?
be happy? He should have been dropped 10 rounds ago.
Okay, but he's dropped now when it
He's
matters
dropped
most.
now. What do you mean when it matters? Why does it matter now? 850 grand later,
Yeah.
the guy's still in the team, rorted us. Why we...
Well, what about how you used him? Maybe he didn't raw use. Maybe you fucked up.
Who used him? How?
Bulldogs.
He's used him
He
as a
went-
scapegoat. I reckon
He
they
played
got
for New
really-
South Wales.
Yeah.
Usually
That's right.
whoever comes back from New South Wales is a changed man.
Now I'm sure.
Well, look at Nathan Mirror. He didn't change.
I'm sure we all have the Titans for this game, but do you have the Titans?
Of course. Favorite
I'm
team.
not-
That's
gonna shoot her.
besides the point. I want to talk a bit about the Dogs because apparently the coach is not happy with a number of players. About
The coach is not happy or they're not happy with the coach?
No, the coach is not happy with them
Okay.
because of there's a video that has surfaced. Burden on the weekend had put up a few kicks in the game, and your big name players, about 5 or 6 of them on the field, just standing back like this.
Is it the people I named?
Reed Money,
Oh my God, yeah, keep going.
Matt Burden was there. I'm pretty sure Kikar was there. TPJ didn't even
So it's
attempt.
people I named.
Didn't even attempt. He's not happy. And then players have come out also. Another text message has been surfaced going around the club. A few of them are not happy with his training schedule, which is from apparently 8 o'clock in the morning till 5:30 at night.
Their vaginas hurt, probably.
Yeah, I understand it's long hours, but if you're on fucking 800K plus a year, I am doing my fucking asshole in at work from 7 o'clock in the morning, lugging whatever it is, doing the hard yards, and I'm not even making a fraction of what they're making. Go to training, suck it up, and train as a team. I'm sure this bloke was the Penrith defensive coach. They've probably done the same regime there, and look at they're reaping the rewards.
Who are the Rabbitohs and Bulldogs texting? Like, who's in charge of these messages?
I don't
Why
know.
is everyone getting these messages? I don't understand.
So,
See Danny Whiteley's blaming the Roosters.
yeah, that Latrell Mitchell. Yeah.
What a flop, bro.
He's just
I
trying
can't
to
stand
ignite
him.
something that's not there.
That's
Yeah,
what it is,
I think
and
that's
Gus went off at him
embarrassing.
today as well, or yesterday, whatever it was.
So
Yeah.
there's been calls
That's
that,
embarrassing.
well, apparently a few players want to leave. Apparently one of them has walked out today. That's just.
What's the names? Who?
I don't know who's walked out. Apparently that's just a rumor right now, but we'll see tomorrow if anything
so,
surfaces.
bro.
That's embarrassing.
But also, a few players want to leave. People are calling for Serraldo to cleanse the team, start dropping the big names, threaten their jobs, do something to get the Bulldogs back to the Bulldog winning culture.
Can you just let go of Jacob Preston, please?
Yeah, well, you let go of him.
No,
Yeah,
can
we
you?
want Hughes.
Yeah, can you, we want him back.
Well, he's kind of. Oh wait, what am I saying? Is he not afford anyone?
And now, is it fair for me to say I don't feel sorry for you blokes?
Look, man.
When did you give a
it's-
fuck about that team?
Can I understand
Fuck
though?
that team.
If we're rebuilding, apparently, for how long has it been? Let's just say 2 years, because last year was when we actually made a lot of purchases,
Yeah.
and this year even more. What are the players like complaining about? We're literally rebuilding. We're taking our time.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Can I?
Yes, you can go for your life.
Shut the fuck up and do the hard yards. Bro, we're breaking our backseat for $30 an hour.
Literally.
30, 35. Some of us on fucking 20.
Literally. We don't
Fuck.
even get paid for this fucking podcast.
That's what I mean.
We come here at 11 o'clock at
it's
night.
embarrassing. And a club like us, Bulldogs are a big club, not a small club.
You're,
of
you're a
course
shit
not.
club, bro.
And who's backing us? What's his name? That Laundy? What's that? What's that?
Oh, yeah, Laundies.
Laundies. Are you serious? We have this behind us and a massive management and a big crew, and they're still complaining.
Well,
That's embarrassing.
you know what it is. All the teams that are putting in the extra efforts. So 2 years ago, the Broncos went through a similar situation. The players turned their back on Kevin Walters. He was putting them through a tough regime. The players that stuck around and done the tough regime,
Look at him now.
Look at them now. This is what the Bulldogs need to understand. They need to put the hard yards in for them to.
Why is this a conversation?
What do you mean? Why is it a conversation?
It's embarrassing. Like, why?
Oh,
is
why
this
would- yeah, why
not
there
from
should have been
us?
situation.
Why is the conversation from the Bulldogs?
No.
It's just.
Some of them are your leaders in the club too. These players, some of them are your leaders.
I think the expectation for you guys was way too high this year.
From who though?
From everyone.
From everyone, including
Media,
myself,
even us,
including
yeah,
us,
bro.
including us
Everyone.
too.
Well, I predicted
But with
we're
those
gonna fight
signings,
for top 8.
with those
But this is
yeah.
bad.
We all predicted they'll
And I
fight for
understand we had injuries after injuries after injuries. So where's our depth? Where's our who? Like,
Now, you know what baffles me the most? Right now, you're sitting on the same wins as last year with a whole complete different side. The same exact wins. And if you lose this weekend, you've had a worse season off than last year.
Where is Mick Potter is the question.
That's what I was
what
going to bring up. With Mick Potter, he's won most of your games. This is a coach that everyone's overlooking. Why?
I feel like it's only his first year. Honestly. Like,
I don't.
bullshit aside.
Yeah.
It's his first year. Cut the guy some slack. 4 rounds in, how many outs do we have? 11?
You've had a rough season.
11. Like, you really can't fault him on that.
I can't
But after they all, sorry to cut you off.
right.
After they all come back, there's no more excuses. Where's the wins? We're first people like Knights again,
It's like he's gonna
Raiders, Sea Eagles. These all should have been wins. And I said to a few people that out of our last 5 games, we should have lost one. That should have been against either Raiders or Knights. Either way, we've lost none of one of them.
Yeah, he's won the Dolphins, and that was even scrappy.
They're just.
That was even scrappy.
We didn't. The wind won that one for us.
Look,
like,
I can't fault what Serraldo's doing. He's trying to bring that winning culture in, and the players are just folding on him. That winning culture, you see it in the big clubs, like I said before, Penrith, Brisbane, and he's trying to bring that there. That's not his fault. That's his job as a coach. It's just the players that need to adapt and do those 1%ers that Ali was talking about a couple of weeks ago. Those are the 1%ers. No one's chasing kicks, bro.
we
Those
have
are
the
the
weakest.
1%ers you
We have
need.
the
Burns
weakest
with that.
forward pack right now. It's not even funny. In 2012, we set the record. You know that for the heaviest forward pack. Do you remember our forward pack 2012?
Yeah,
13,
Clemmer,
14.
fucking-
Clemmer, Eastwood, Cassiano, Pritchard, Hallertau, You name it. Graham, Josh Jackson. We
all
didn't have a
heavy
quarter of them right now.
They're all
Who do
heavy
we have? Penga Jr. is a boxer apparently, not a footy player anymore.
I guarantee
Where
he'll be
was
back-
this last year?
He'll be back in the
No,
squad.
sorry. Where was this a month ago when we could have bought Tino or Fafita?
Yeah. Well, that's what I said. As soon as they got re-signed, he came out and said, I want to box.
All respect. I love ya. You put on a Doggies jersey, but it's not fair for the fans, man. It's not fair.
Look, for you, I'll move on because I love you as a human. We've all got the Titans for that game. And, yeah, the last game of round 27 to cap off the tip of the iceberg, to melt the iceberg,
That's a big game as well.
is the Sharks versus the Raiders. It's not really a big game because the Raiders are shit. Nico Hines does return. Braden Trindle pushed to 5'8" and Moylan to the bench. The Raiders have Corey Horsburgh, lost his judiciary tonight as well.
Oh, no way.
And he misses 4 weeks.
Oh, my God.
Papali out for the season, replaced by the debutant Hahipa Puru, and Jamal Fogarty named despite an injury scare last week.
I want Raiders to lose this game
We all do.
because like I said last week, I feel like they're not deserving to be in the top 8. They just scraped.
Yeah. Oh, we all know that. They didn't scrape. I don't know how the fuck they called this.
So I think they did it with an origin period when everyone was like not there and all that shit.
Yeah.
And I need Raiders to lose as well.
Oh,
Because if Raiders lose, we jump to 7th.
I'll do yous? And Raiders jump to 8? I'll go
And
to
we end
4th
up
to 8?
versing the Sharks.
I don't know.
No, Knights.
If the Raiders lose and the Rabbits lose, and the Cowboys win against the Panthers, Cowboys and Roosters make it to the top 8.
Yes,
And they get kicked
I
out.
was saying that earlier.
So we then need
Who, the Raiders?
The Raiders and the
So we
Rabbits.
need Cowboys or Raiders to lose.
Oh, that's
Yeah, well,
nice. Raiders will
Cowboy-
lose. I want Cowboys
Hey,
to
can
win.
you imagine the top 8 now with Roosters and Cowboys added in? That's insane.
Yeah, that's what I
Two
want.
high class.
If that's
teams.
a possibility, I want that possibility.
Yeah, that'll be.
And I need Raiders to lose so we
Because
can.
Rabbitohs don't deserve
I
it,
love
and
Cowboys
Raiders
now.
most definitely don't deserve it.
No, 100% not. 100% not. Who do we have in this game? Sharks?
I got Sharks.
Oh, I
comfortably.
pray I need Sharks to win, yeah.
Yeah. With Nico Hines back,
Yeah, I don't
it's
see them
hard
having
to
trouble.
say. Hard to see the Raiders winning.
Trindle's back.
Yeah, he's in the 5'8". He's been pushed to 5'8". Moylan scrapped to the bench.
Yeah, I don't rate. I've called for Moylan to fuck off already, but he doesn't sticks around.
Moylan is absolute garbage.
But yeah, now hopefully Sharks put a number.
You know
on
what?
him,
I feel bad for him. Moylan, he's just coasts. He's there. Doesn't do anything special. Doesn't do anything flashy, but he's there.
No, he's very weak.
Very
defensively.
average.
No,
Was
defensively,
it was the
he's
Warriors
very
game where they
weak.
ran amok on him? Was that
They
it?
ran around him.
Johnson was feeding short balls onto him.
He had a hard time keeping up with speed. I'm not sure his age. I don't want to judge him off that, but he looks much slower than everyone else on the field.
But do you remember this bloke was a
Yeah,
fullback?
I feel bad for him, yeah, because
Yeah.
his potential. He was the next Darren Lockyer.
But
Like,
he's
this bloke
been
was
around
a
for a while,
fullback,
man.
man. This bloke started his career at fullback, and now
and he was at the rebuild of Penrith, and they got rid of him because he wasn't.
he was at Penrith.
Yeah,
He was part of the
that's where he
rebuild.
started.
that's right.
That's where he
right.
started.
He was
And
at
then
Penrith.
he wasn't good enough.
He was at Penrith.
So I think they gave him too much expectation at the start, and that fucked everything for him.
How much?
Next Darren Lockyer, next this.
Moylan.
They gave it to him,
yeah, he was the next big thing coming out of Penrith.
Wow, I never.
Yeah, they called him. I'm telling you, next Darren Lockyer, and it fucked everything
Look how
for
that
him.
went, eh?
Yeah,
They said, do you remember that year he kicked you out of the semis? Do you remember that? That was the year they said it.
What year was that? 16?
Maybe
No,
2013,
way.
maybe 2013.
Well, no, we made a grand final.
No, 14.
40.
14. He said 13.
Was it 13? It was around that era where you were making semis, anyways, but you haven't done it in a while. But
All right.
but yeah.
That's a dig and a half.
All right.
You know who was a good player
Stab
for
in
you,
the
bro?
heart.
You know who was safe? Trent Hodkinson.
Oh my god. And Josh Reynolds.
that half string was pretty good. As much
They
as I hate
won,
Josh
you
Reynolds.
guys.
They broke the drought.
Come on, man.
They broke the drought.
I mean, any half could have done that.
So we got the shot. Well, the round 27
Yeah.
preview, we've wrapped it up. Is there anything you blokes want to talk about, like Trent Hodkinson or anything like that? We have a bit of time on the clock.
Yes, I actually want to speak about something.
Talk to me.
Horsburgh. Did he deserve it?
I seen the hit.
Did you guys see
and
the hit?
Well, yeah, I don't.
It was
Do
actually.
you know what it was? It was a good hit.
It was a clean tackle.
Just didn't hug him
Yeah.
like they want him to hug these
Become a
days.
shoulder charge.
The game, you got to wrap your arms, but 4 weeks, I wouldn't even give it a week. All right.
Jared tried to hug Coruscant's head and got 7 weeks.
Look, that's fair. The rule is you
wrap your
gotta
arms.
wrap. He tried to wrap
And
him around the
Coruscant's the
head.
tallest guy.
Now the thing is,
rough.
contact with the head is a no-no.
What if you're hugging it?
With force,
Yeah,
like trying to pop it
Oh,
off.
Coruscant.
Trying to kill him, eh? Yeah, he's trying to hug it.
I like Coruscant. Or apparently, actually, I did read that he got very heated because Otakamanu said to him, you're washed up and you're too old now. Like, why? What are you still doing here? Something along those
Say
lines.
headbutt him.
Yes. So when they were in that little tussle, Otakamanu like targeted him about his age and whatever. He's telling him you're washed up. So that's why he just snapped it a little bit more.
I don't give a shit, bro. You're
That's
fucking,
rough.
you're
4
30-something.
weeks.
You've...
7 weeks. Oh, you're talking about husband?
4 weeks for what? What,
Yeah.
what happened to this game?
Yeah. I saw-
Well, hopefully they lose this week so he doesn't have to stress about the finals.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, then we need the Cowboys to win too. But
If Cowboys lose, they make it.
Did you guys see the promo for the Rabbitohs and Roosters?
no, is it
What a
good?
G up.
Yeah?
What?
Tell me
a
Latross in
G
this
up.
video even though he's not playing.
He starts it.
They have him in the promo of Sharks vs Raiders.
They've got him in a
He's staying
promo for
on the
every game
sideline.
this week.
They've got him doing these ones. Like a rabbit.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen
he's
the
a
promo
bunny,
yet.
bro. He's a bunny through and through.
Nah, the what up? They have the and that's the shot from Falonga. Oh my god,
Bro,
bro! What a G up.
I want to talk about that, bro. The game, I was watching a little snippet on Facebook the other day. It was the Dragons versus, I can't remember who, like in 1980s or some shit. This bloke, like the Dragons player gets tackled and then the defender stays on him for too long. So another Dragons player comes in and just shoves him. Another bloke comes in with a haymaker and just clobbers him on the top of the head. And these two teams just go, boom. These two are punching on over there, these two are punching on over there, these two are punching on over there. The referee, after all that breaks up, he goes, okay, it's a penalty, you stayed on him for too long. No one was talked to, no one was sin
my
bin,
God.
no one was nothing. Go back and play the game.
The good old days.
How good was the sport back then?
Of course, made people watch.
Wow. Bring back the beef, I say.
Like, especially State of Origin. You want Queensland to get punched in the head.
Can you imagine how many
You can
fans?
punch a Queensland in the head right now. Sorry.
Can you imagine how many fans NRL has lost over the years from the not from the young ones, but
No,
from
the old
oldies.
heads. Yeah, the old
The old
heads.
heads. I love the
Because you speak to
grubbiness.
them. Yeah, stop watching it. Like,
Yeah. Paul Gallen fucked it for everyone.
Yeah, well, it went from
well,
no
English-
shoulder
English
charge.
as well.
It went from, when he
killed
killed,
Jason Miles.
no, Dean Young.
Dean
No,
Young, sorry.
They killed Dean Young.
He
Off
took
the
it.
head highs.
No,
Yeah,
like,
the linebacker. I know.
Yeah, the line,
I
yeah. But
remember
it
that.
wasn't a high, his shoulder charge.
Yeah, no, it was more. I don't know, man.
It was, they cut out the shoulder charge and then they cut out the biff and then they cut out fucking, you can't touch his bloke fucking on the leg or you're going to, if you make a tackle from behind, you fall on him a bit, you
No,
get
no one's heard
penalised.
of this since this year.
What?
Whatever your
Yeah, but before your hip drops weren't a thing before.
Hip drop.
Did you know what that was last
No,
night?
no, I didn't know what a hip drop was until I think this year or was it last year it came in.
Yeah, but now that they're talking about it, you see the injuries that come from it. It's pretty like... I don't
Some
know.
of it's understandable.
Yeah. If it's an accident, you don't just send them off.
But you got to bring back the beef. You got to let the blokes throw their hands. And at the end of the game, they shake hands. It's fine. They kiss each other on the cheeks. They make up and go into the locker room like nothing happened.
Nah, it's long gone, bro. We're not getting that back.
No, we'll never get it back. Bro, the heydays are gone. Back in the day where, bro, Tallis, Ragdoll and Ben Ross, and all those...
Just ragdolling everyone.
Yeah,
like,
you got Gallen whacking Nate Miles. All those, the good days, bro. Origin was amazing because of that.
Yeah, right now.
Now,
it's just-
Origin, like, there's no...
they slap.
Not even barely.
you can't slap. You can't slap.
They just shake each other
You
around.
guys simping.
Origin
can't.
was Origin because of the fighting. Now there's no passion. There's no nothing. No one's... Well, Queensland still plays for the jersey because that's just the way they're made. But New South Wales literally plays for nothing.
Yeah, you got Law sitting on the post talking shit about people.
They play for like literally a
And to
paycheck.
make it worse, they drop it from, 50 grand to 30 grand? The pay for the Origin?
Yeah, well...
How embarrassing after COVID?
I reckon give that extra 20 grand that they take off each player to the Queensland players.
To the
That play
fans.
with that play with passion.
Should give it to the fans.
All they should do is like whoever wins, we give the money to.
No, just give it to the Sports Pitch podcast. Let us expand.
Yeah.
Let's expand and grow. You know what I mean?
Get
They
some more
deserve it.
toys.
Some more toys. So many toys over there.
Toys.
Is there anything else you boys want to
Masterpieces,
get off
sorry.
your chest or
What toys?
please?
Oh, okay.
Or do you want
What
sex
the
toys?
Nah, because I don't know, bills across me.
You want anal beads or something?
Nah, I got excited. That's what I'm saying.
I love these butt plugs, bro. You wanna bring
We
it up?
have veered
Fire.
way too far. Do you just want to talk about sport or we done?
We've done it all.
And that is the end of the preview for round 27. If you want to leave anything in the comments below or you want to follow our socials, they will be mentioned in the little description below. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, then follow Billy on Snapchat.
Click the bell, stay notified.
What the hell was that? Oh,
Peace.
click the bell. That is the end, and peace.
God, that sounded like the Australian government came, bro.